So in order to remove the turbo, you have the air duct in here. Remove that. Only 2 bolts, 8mm. And then if your car is still stock, you'll have the air box in this position, and then the air duct will be here, and then you will have the hose from the turbocharger towards the air duct and the air box and the PCV valve. So you unclip this and you have 2 10mm attached to the turbocharger there, and then you have a clamp that it fell off. You have this clamp holding off this, and also you have one here which is on my custom cone air. So you will have here another clamp like this, which is the mass airflow sensor. MAF is attached to your air box, like you can see here, because I've changed the filter and the MAF. And then you'll have the catalytic converter here. If the car is still stuck again, just going through on top of the drive shaft. These are 30mm, 3 bolts. And then in order to have access to these bolts, so this is a 12mm, and then you have another 12mm, 2 underneath. In order to have access to these, you have to move the EGR cooler, which again, if it's stock, you'll have it on these. These are T30, I think, 2 of them here, and then you'll have 3 more bolts holding this one. So one will be here on this bracket, the other one will be here, and then the last one will be here on the top, which is this one. So these 2 and this one, and you just move the EGR. You don't need to remove it completely because you will lose coolant. It will always have coolant in it, so you'll lose coolant. To have easy access for this, you'll have to remove the diesel fuel filter. You have more access behind here to remove the bolts, and then you have a 17mm for the oil pipe feeder for the turbo, and then there are 2 more bolts underneath the, I'll show you, underneath the turbo, which well, I have to close the let's see now. There's one. That's one there. That's one bolt. And then there is another one behind. And then you will have another pipe here. The intake going from here through this 90°, and then underneath it's a cooling pipe, and then goes to the intercooler, which is right here. Basically this is into the cooler here, and you get a sensor, the map sensor, which is the manifold pressure sensor, which is here, and then it goes through another hose, throttle body, EGR, and then intake and engine, basically. So you will have to take that off. This pipe, it has this metal clip here, and then it has this, I don't know exactly how it's called. I just use a screwdriver and do it from here. All we have to do is just, I still have these 3 bolts, 12 millimeters, and then those 2 bolts underneath. Oh, and I forgot. You still have this bracket here, which is another 13, I think, or 15 millimeter here underneath turbo, and then there is another one here. This is just to hold the turbo steady, sort of. Yeah, as you can see, my car is a mess now, because I'm in the operation to change the hex key oil pump shaft, because it died, and unfortunately when it died this turbo seized up. So I was lucky because it didn't shred and it didn't go into the engine, any metal, because I took this off and I checked for metal bits, and the oil is quite alright. So I'm gonna proceed with removing the turbo. I have another new turbo which I'm gonna put it in, and then the oil drive shaft, put it in here basically, and then hopefully it will work. Is this the size? Let's see. I'm really terrible with the size. Oh no, it's too small. What's this? T30. Well, let's see. One is undone. I'm gonna do the other one. Let's see. Through this. There it is. It's a bit of pain in the back, actually, to do it, but it's manageable. Ooh. Yeah. Well, here goes the second one. One and two. These are the bolts. And this is the pipe, the return pipe. This is loose, and I will try to undo the water 12 millimeters. lot of patience because these bolts are getting rusty, and you have to spray a lot of WD-40 or something similar, and you need tools like this. Unfortunately, like this one, you're gonna need these to undo the catalytic converter here, because you won't have much access. You'll have access here but not here and here because of the EGR cooler. Oh, it's rusty. Really bad. Done. Oh, well, now I can't get it out. God damn it. And this will be a pain to record. Oh. There is. Well, that's taken out. And then I have this one here, which is another pain in the back. Not very easy access. So now I've managed to take the third bolt, and let's see if it goes out. Bit of fiddling. Why it doesn't go out? This, as you can see, it's stuck. Nothing shredded, like I said, but yeah, it's not meant to be like that, unfortunately.